Hey guys, welcome. I promised to make a video about lot size and how to choose a lot size on your particular account size, depending on your account size, alright? How to choose a lot size depending on your account size. Now, lot size is not meant to be assumed. It's not meant to be like, I feel like using 0.5, or I feel like using 3.0 on a $10,000 account size, or I feel like using 0.5 on a $1,000 account size. No, you need to be able to know what you're doing per time and the implication of any lot size you use and the impact it can make on your account size. So you need to be able to be prepared for that. Now, with that being said, I'm going to give us this strategy. Alright, so now I said the title says lot size strategy. Now you have on my screen here leverage 200 for currency. What this means is that for currency pairs, the leverage is 200. For currency pairs, I'm not talking about the leverage you choose for your account size. No, not like when you're creating an account, a broker gives you an option of leverage to choose on your accounts. Now for currency, the leverage you choose for your account, it's for all the things you will trade on that account, including oil, including metal, including stocks like UK 100 and the rest. The leverage you choose in your account that's a leverage you use in trading all those instruments. But for currency, the leverage, the standard leverage for currency is 200, all right? And here we are using a lot size of 100,000. That's standard lots. The standard lot is 100,000. All right. So that's for standard lot. So now, how do we do the calculation? This is the way the calculation goes. Let's say you have an equity of $1,000 account size, and there's no trade currently on your account size. All right, there's no trade at all on your account. Remember what I'm saying. There's no trade. That's the equity on your account, $1,000 account. All right, so you're going to do a mathematical calculation on that. Right, we're going to do a mathematical calculation on that. 1,000 times this 200, which is a standard leverage for currency, right? Times, if you want to risk 5% of your account size, you're going to have to use 5%, which is approximately 0.05. That's divided by 100. You're having 0.05 of that, right? 0.05 of that. That's the percentage of your account size divided by 100. So now, what else do you do? Now, 1,000 times 200 times 0.05. You're going to have to divide this by 100,000, which is the standard lot. Now you're going to get 0.1 at your lot size to be used for this fresh account. Now, did you understand what I did? I just said 1,000 times 200, which is a standard leverage for currency, times 0.05 divided by the standard lots. That means if you have $10,000 on your account size, $10,000 on your account size, and what you want to risk is 5%. That's what this one means. 5% risk that you intend taking on this account. Do you understand? 5% risk. So 10,000 times, you're going to have to do 10,000, all right, times 200. You can be punching that, times 5% of your account size. All right, you're going to be getting 1.0 lot. So you're using in that scenario, you'll be getting 1.0. So this is the ideal lot size to be used. What it means is that you're losing 5% of your account size on this trade for 1.0 lot size. So the ideal lot size to be used for $10,000 is not 3.0. If you're using 3.0, it means that you're risking times 3 of this. 5 times 3, of course, you're having 15%. So you're going to be risking 15% of your account size if you're using 3.0 on your $10,000 account size. If you're using 3.0, you're risking 15% of your account size. If you're using 5 what is it called? If you're using 5% of your account size, which is very much ideal, you're going to be using 0. You're going to be on 10,000. You're going to be having 1.0. All right, as a lot size to be used. It means that for any reason you add another position on this trade, you already started using 10% of your equity. For any reason you add another one position, meanwhile these two are still running up, you're going to be using 3%, 30% of your 15% of your account size. 15% of your account size. That's what you'll be using. If you're using 3.0 lot, you're going to be using 15% of your account size if you're using 1.0, 1.0, 1.0 in different positions. Now, for you to be able to manage this is what I advise. If you're using $10,000 account size and you're having you're intending to risk 5%, right, of your account size. So, and you're having $10,000 in your account. You're having $10,000 in your account. You intend to risk 5% of this account size. All right. Now, and you're on a trade of 1.0, and you saw a trade that is supposed to go for like you saw a good setup on the market. You use 0.5 on that trade, that first trade, because you intend taking another trade later in the day or another position later in the day. Use 0.5 for this trade. It means that 0.5 for this particular trade, you still have 0.5 remaining, meaning that you use 2.5% to trade on this particular currency pair. You still have remaining 2.5% to play around with on the different currency pairs. So that way you're still within your risk appetite of 5% of your account size for the risk you intend taking for the day. All right. So for Paraventure, you use 2.5 for the first trade, and you made you were in profit, and you're no longer on loss on this. Like, you're no longer taking a risk of 2.5% of your account size. It means that you are already covered 2.5%, so you still have 5% to play around with for the day, right? So you can still decide to take another 5% risk, meaning that in the whole day you took 7.5% risk of your account, but before you took that, you already had your 2.5% made profit for you. So this is no longer a risk. So if you still want to expose 5% of your account size for the day or for the period you're trading, you're still free to play around the 5%. But if it's 5% you're taking the risk, make sure you're always within 5%. That's what I'm trying to make out of it. Make sure you're always within 5% risk of your account. So make sure that for you to take another trade, you must have been in profit of probably 2.5% of that risk you brought out to take on that account, and then you'll still have other ones running. So that way it will also enable you to be within your risk reach or within your risk appetite for the day, and that way you're not being emotional about trades, because that's the risk you're willing to take for the trade. Remember that the forex market, or any market you can think about, stock, forex, any market you can think about, it's all about what is the reward for the risk I'm about to take. So if you have the idea that you don't take risk here, that means you can't make money here. You must take risk to make money. Of course, generally in life, you must take risk to make money. So that's something applicable to to forex market or trades, right? So you have to take risk. So that's basically the way to make the calculation. Remember, if you're taking 5% of your account size, you're going to have to make the calculations and arrive at a particular lot size you want to use. For a $10,000, we arrived at 1.0, and for a $1,000, we arrived at 0.1. It means that this is the only trade you will be until you're in profit on this 1.0 before you're able to take another position. If not, if you're taking 1.0, 1.0, and 1.0 different positions, you're going to be taking 15% in general of the account size, and that's way too high for a day trade, like for a particular position or for a particular currency pair you took up to risk 15% of your account size for that. I think that's way too high. Except your risk appetite can accommodate that, then that's fine, but for me it's way too high to take such risk. All right, so basically that's the way to calculate this. I hope this impacts on your trading and also helps you to stay in the market for a long time. Remember that risk management is what will keep you here for as long as you want to be around the industry. All right, thank you all.